let's queer up business. After backlash for the LGBTQ plus support, Bud Light loses spot as America's favorite beer. 2.
Bud Light can no longer say it's the best-selling beer in the country because it is not any longer. This beer is Modelo Especial. Look at the chart. You can see Bud Light sales have gone down since March. Modelo in red, it's gone up in that same time frame. Bud Light sales are down like 24% in just the last few weeks.
Anheuser-Busch InBev's Bud Light has lost its top spot in the U.S. beer market to Constellation Brands' Modelo Especial, a Mexican beer, after a backlash from conservatives over a social media promotion with the transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. According to the consulting company Bump Williams, which sources data from Nielsen IQ, sales of Bud Light dropped 24.6% in the 4 weeks that ended June 3rd from a year earlier, while Modelo Especial sales rose 10.2%. Constellation's Modelo Especial was the top-selling beer brand in the U.S. with an 8.4% share of overall beer sales through retail stores for the period ending June 3rd. Bud Light came in second with a 7.3% share. Bud Light sales declined due to the right-wing media's barrage of negative headlines following its partnership with Mulvaney and the brand's tepid response to the controversy that angered LGBTQ plus advocates. A single can bearing her face was provided for a social media post, but some prominent conservative figures attacked the brand, and social media posts spewed transphobic comments. All U.S. leading light beer brands have a history of supporting LGBTQ plus rights, often in the form of sponsorship of pride events. Constellation Brands' partnership with Stonewall Sports, for instance, an organization promoting LGBTQ plus representation in sports. Queer News Tonight also covered the release of a Modelo ad featuring out lesbian South Florida DJ Citizen Jane.
Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music. She never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Bud Light, you're a punk. Next.
Que viva Mexico. I was kind of shocked that, you know, gay people cared a lot about Bud Light because it tastes like piss. But then I realized that's why, right?
Oh my God.
I was going to say, a lot of people are into that.
Well, this is when you see the conservatives allow their hate, their bigotry, their racism, all of that to overpower their greed. Okay, and it is so ridiculous. They'd rather, I guess we can just stop the immigration conversation because we'd rather drink Mexican beer than support an American company because they gave one can to a transgender person. You know, so this is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
America first for thee, not for me. Or what is the saying?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know about Modelo Especial. I prefer Modelo Negro myself because I like my beer dark. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter.
Oh my God! Well, I mean, so there you have it. If we're going to be blowing up any more, you know, beer cans, there's plenty of other beer out there that we could be blowing up right now. This is just a ridiculous no topic. This is a no topic.
The fact that their sales went down and everything is a great. I think it proves that, you know, beer is sold at all these festivals and, you know, concerts and events, regardless of them being queer exclusively or not. But all art and festivals have some sort of queerness to them, right? Or alternativeness to them. Even straight festivals need to be a little, you know, friendly and seem open and friendly. So even straight people are going to stop drinking it so that their ticket sales don't go down or start using them as a sponsor. So, as we said, money changes everything.
Yeah, and it's to me, it's just snowflakes. Yeah. Wasn't the left the snowflakes a few years ago? It was like the left are always so mad about it.
But the real snowflakes are the conservative.
They're upset about everything, every little thing, like a baby. They're just upset.
I'm just glad people are not drinking that horrible beer. It's really bad beer. Like Modelo is so much tastier.
Yeah, and their bottle shape is very phallic and shaped like a butt plug. So.
Well, there you have it. So.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show from Happening Out Television Network. In the model of PBS and NPR, we educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of the LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the stories going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.